Hi everyone, this is Dr. Eric Schaus. I'm in the back here in my palatial estate in beautiful Winterville, North Carolina. I just wanted to introduce myself really quickly and give you a few tips for this online experience. Some of you may be new to taking classes online, and so I want to tell you how you can get through this class as best as possible. Definitely check out your syllabus. I printed it out so I could remind myself of what I wanted to talk to you about. First thing on the syllabus here is my office hours. Just ignore that. Send me an email. I get back to you right away if you've got an email. That's and we can Zoom, or if we need to, or we can just answer by email. We'll figure that out. Required books for the class. If you haven't bought them already, buy them now. You need them very, very soon. You're gonna have to write a paper in about 3 weeks based on one of those books. And so there's not a lot of time. Make sure you get the books if you haven't gotten them already. They're available and through Amazon. If you could, if you can get them very quickly that way. I'm pretty sure the bookstore has them as well. Most important things here. Let's see. Late papers. Don't turn in your papers late, or it's 10% off for every day. It says when it's made up. So you don't want to do that. Make sure you email them to me. All right, don't look for anything in Canvas or where you can submit it. It says email right here. I'm telling you, email again. Email me your papers to do for the class. Okay, there are basically three major assignments for the class. There's an Epictetus paper, there's a media consumption journal, an irresistible paper, and then your participation in Canvas on discussion boards. And so I'm going to tell you how to do well on all of these. The Epictetus paper, there will be more information coming about that. I'll give you a checklist. Make sure you actually use it. The media consumption journal, what I'm going to want you to do is to basically just track your media usage every day. It shouldn't take long at all on a daily basis, like maybe 5 minutes, where if you can, in the syllabus, it tells you there's some different apps that you can get to track your media use on your phone. And then you just have to kind of keep track of how much TV did I watch, or was I listening to the radio in the car, and that sort of thing. So you can keep track of all that. Right? And then once a week, at least you're supposed to reflect on that, and then you write about 250 words about that. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Make sure you have a time every day where you write down the media that you used that day, probably at the end, sometimes toward the end of the day, or the beginning of the next day if you have a good memory. The other thing is that's the participation in our discussion boards. I have rather long kind of prompts every week about for us to have a discussion. That's what I want us to do. 20% of your grade is for discussion. Here's how to do well. Put a reminder in your phone twice a week, right? That you're going to go in and check the discussion boards, okay? Before you go, do the reading for that week. There's 2 books, right? So do the reading for the first book and then go in one time. Then do the reading for the second book and go into the discussion board the second time, okay? And make sure you actually go back after you posted and see if other people or I have commented on your post. The idea is to have a discussion, okay? And so that doesn't work if you just post like once a week and then go away and never look again. And so you won't get a great grade if that's what you do, okay? I expect you to actually be around and having a discussion. So that's the key idea there. Just put it in your phone. So twice a week, remind yourself, go in, check the discussion board, contribute to the discussion board, and you'll do well on that. Make sure you know that you're going to be doing your journal the whole time. And then we have 2 papers. And like I said, I'll give you more specific directions about those papers as we go on before they're due. Nobody's starting your paper this week, right? That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can feel free to send me an email at any time. Like I said, I get back to you an email really, really quickly. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. I really wish we could see each other. I much prefer that, but we're all doing the best we can. Thanks for hanging in there, and good luck this semester.